My fellow YouTube people, we gather here today to remember a dear, good friend that served us well during the tough times of the pandemic. It was there for us when we needed to turn $50 into $100 or $100 into $300. You could walk into a local Target, turn a $20 bill into a $60 bill instantly during our darkest days. But now, the light has shined through. The pandemic is over. The world is back to normal. The hobby is on its way back to normal. And we are here to remember the life and times of Prizm Basketball. For sadly, this past week, it has passed to the other side of the rainbow bridge. All kidding aside, what is going on, YouTube people? Prizm Basketball. The market says, no, sir. I do not accept you. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Go straight to jail. What am I talking about? We discussed Prizm Basketball in a video yesterday. 2022 Prizm Basketball released. It went up when at the time of recording. I did not have Panini's price for it. It was on David Adams for $7.75. It went up on Panini for $6.70. I am recording this early Wednesday evening. It's still in stock. This is a product that used to sell out within about 30 to 40 seconds, sometimes a minute, and it would instantly be gone. Not only is it still in stock, it is also sitting on eBay. Lowest price I could find at the moment was $6.29 with free shipping. So $630 with free shipping. Curious if anyone saw it like on an LCS for an even cheaper price than that. But the market seems to be rejecting Prizm Basketball at least this price point. We kind of discussed it yesterday. $7.75 seemed too high. Frankly, $6.75 seems too high. This should probably be about a $200 to $300 box, in my opinion. I watched some breaks today. Let me tell you, they were ugly. And it seems like, for the time being anyways, the market is saying, nah, we're done with this nonsense. Yeah, it's still selling, I'm sure. I'm sure they sold a lot of boxes today. But for this not to sell out on day one is definitely a big change of pace compared to how this used to work. Now, couple things. One, it is drastically overpriced. Two, the draft class is just fine. It's not a super crazy class like 2017, 2018, or 2019. But it is a perfectly fine NBA class. It's not a dumpster fire. But there's no true headliner, and the one that's there, Paolo, really good player, is stuck on the Orlando Magic, not exactly the sexiest team in the world. So we'll have to see how this all kind of shakes out. But for the time being, the hobby says, nah, we're good, Panini. We are good. And let me tell you something. Let's talk about the breaks. So I went to Leighton. I just watched the first 4 boxes that they posted up. Let me pull this up here. Let me give you a little zoom. These were the 4 boxes that they opened up, and they were an absolute disaster. I think the best card I saw hit out of 4 boxes was I think it was a Tari Eason red. I don't remember where it went. There was a rookie color of like a 4th caliber rookie was the best card. These boxes were a mess. Here's box 1. The best card in box 1 was probably, let's see, we have an AJ Griffin silver. And I put any numbered card listed on here, and then anything else I thought was spicy. A Dyson Daniels silver auto is probably the best card in that pack, unless I can interest you in a Brad Daugherty auto. So a Dyson Daniels silver auto, sure, okay, cool. Box 2, oh, here it is. The AJ Griffin red is probably the best card from what I remember. Unless you're a big fan of Dan Issel autos or a Jonathan Kuminga second year. The AJ Griffin red was the best card from that box, or maybe a Chet Holmgren base rookie. I saw No Paolo Bancheros pulled of base and or color, period, full stop. No silvers. The best silver rookie I think I saw pulled was the AJ Griffin. Big AJ Griffin break here for people. Dwayne Wade Red Power might be the best card out of box 3. Box 3 was really bad too. Dominique Wilkins Red Power. Who was the autos here? Wendell Moore Jr. auto and Patrick Baldwin Orange numbered rookie. Caleb Houston. These were like second round picks, late first round picks. Absolute disaster of a box. And then box 4 had an Allen Iverson auto. I don't know what those sell for. I'm sure probably not a ton. It's a sticker auto for AI. Great player, don't get me wrong, but it's a sticker auto. And then second year Purple Ice Franz. Like, absolute disaster of a box as well. Not even great base rookies. This was 4 boxes. This would be $2,600 in hobby boxes. And this is maybe a couple $100 worth of cards if you're lucky. The problem with Prizm is that the checklist is stuffed full of vet cards that nobody cares about. The Dwayne Wade Red Power, it was a cool, nice looking card, don't get me wrong, but I don't think anyone is desperate to pull one of those out of these boxes. In addition to that, it has a massive amount of just current NBA players in it. The checklist is absolutely huge, and it really waters down the product, making it super hard to hit. In addition to that, I have to imagine this product is printed to the moon, even with a weaker NBA class. I still like a lot of Prizm Silver or singles. Don't get me wrong. I still think Prizm Silvers are a very good judge of an overall player's market. Just how other parallels are moving with it. I still think it's a good market indicator for that sort of thing. It's not perfect, but if a Prizm Silver is going up 50%, odds are their Select Silver, their Optic Hollow, and that other stuff is kind of going up along with it. The numbered parallels still look good, especially the color match stuff. But from a ripping perspective, it is not a good product at all. At all. And, even from the singles, will they hold value long term? I mean, probably not. Most sports cards don't hold value long term. Let's be honest with ourselves. But from we want to get in, grade, flip, collect a player, whatever. There's some nice looking stuff in there. Sure, absolutely. But from a rip perspective, garbage product. I would not be buying into breaks of this product. If you bought into a break from this was one break that they sold, a 4-box break, and these were the results. I don't know a single team. I don't know if it was a pick your. I didn't pay attention to what the pricing was. If it was pick your team, random team, whatever. But I would find it hard to imagine that any team in the entire break actually came out ahead, unless it was a pick your team and one of these vet random numbered cards sells for a decent amount that I'm not realizing. But I highly doubt many teams made their money back on this. Now, I didn't watch the rest of the case. Honestly, it was rough just getting through 30 minutes of this 4-box break. So we'll see where the prices go from here. Like I said, right now, eBay prices are at $629. I have to imagine that continues to fall and come down. The market seems to be speaking with their wallets. We'll see if it lasts. And I think maybe it could. Prizm Football dropped about $100 to $150 a box from its initial release price. We'll see if basketball does the same. The basketball checklist is actually probably better than the football checklist, to be honest with you. That football checklist is real rough. But we'll have to see how things shake out. Maybe it's finally reached the point where people are like, no. Like I said, we've talked about this in a ton of different videos. I mentioned it yesterday. Fanatics doesn't get everything perfect by any means, but at least their box prices are more in line with reality. They're still expensive. They're still overpriced. Don't get me wrong. But at least they are a little bit more in line with where things are currently at. Curious for your thoughts on Prizm Basketball and just Panini hobby box pricing in general right now. That's all I got for you, boys and girls. We'll catch you on the next one. Peace.